it's always that component. Like Daddy's Little Girl is not a concept that just came out of the sky. Daddy's Little Girl is because there's a lot of people out here that say, "Fuck my mama, I love my daddy more." Okay, because it's that conflict. And so same thing with us as young boys that become adolescent and teenagers, that young adults into men, we are always struggling with, territory, environment, right? And so a lot of times these single mothers be so desperate, and that ain't for everybody. Nobody wants to be alone, but a lot of times they be so desperate and thirsty to get something at the house. Soon as they get them, they get that permission to run the whole say whatever you want to them kids. Treat them however way you want. This and that, you know what I mean? And if they try and come at me about anything that you did or you said to them, I'm going to f them up to make sure that you don't go nowhere. Right. And that's the house I grew up in.
And it's crazy because
my mama rest in peace, but I was not acting in Baby Boy. Rames definitely triggered the shit. I don't like the nigga to this day.
Come on, that's my OG.
Hey, I swear to God, y'all think I'm playing. I run into that nigga to this day, bro. I don't give a fuck where we at, give a fuck what clothes we got on, what we doing, what he been. It could be the Golden Globes. I see that nigga across the room, I be like, man, f that nigga right there.
No, I thought y'all was acting.
That nigga
I thought y'all was acting. I thought y'all was acting.
Hey, that. I guess the truth just came out.
How about who?
That nigga.
So that thing triggered you. It triggered you.
Triggered me like a mother. Just like you just finished talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you lucky that one of the niggas your mama dated you was cool with. I wasn't with none of them. Man. Yeah. None of them. They came up in my crib. Man, I was like, man, what the fuck is this? And I wasn't a video game. Like all the extra shit that Jody was doing, that was movie, right? Yeah. I didn't have no kids at the time, none of that. But yeah, bruh, like, Baby Boy was my life. I was not acting. That John Singleton, rest in peace to the big homie, that just had to turn that camera on. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you what's crazy. This is some shit that nobody would know. While we was on the set, and we got into that fight scene, right? I know everybody, you was joking about the choke and all that. That shit was classic.
That's classic.
Say something else, little choke. I be hearing random say that shit to me for years. I ain't been choked yet. But I do want to say that you having way too much fun with this shit. Killing niggas up, man.
That's crazy though, man.
Right, so
you just want to get on the plane. I choke you, just.
No, it ain't like that. You know the crazy thing is, I actually the joke is about the choke, but it ain't no ever tried that, it nowhere. And I don't even hear anything about the choke. It's like, hey man, this shit was funny as hell. That choke you. It's more so like that. But I will say that the running joke is, hey man, you got something to eat up in there? We hungry. That's shit you just said. What? That's where I hear everywhere I go. I could be in an arena, walking through an airport, there'd be a rant. Hey man, you hungry? I'll be like, oh, here we go with this shit, man. I got a mask on and I know who I am, yelling out a hungry joke. Anyway, back to my story. I was saying that John Singleton knew